predictive for this one. The Grok has been quite a menace here in WEC25.
Yep.
We might
Kita
not
lanjut
see
guys.
at least for the next
Game
2
kedua,
games.
Yeah. I think there's a
Turki
huge chance.
versus
They
Indonesia.
are very. I think if you let the Grok to
Cici defend Harip,
you're also backing. You are
Fanny
basically
Grok.
telling the opponents that hey, you let Gatot through. Let's make a trade, right?
Mapnya
We did see that earlier
Dangerous
on with Malaysia
Grass.
and Indonesia. The Harif first phase ban from Turkey, it's something that we haven't seen in quite a while, at least not in the first phase.
I wonder if they want to get an early Ranger, right?
It could be, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it could be. Although, then it has to be second, third, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So pick up the. So they ban out a
Gatot Kaca defend.
So if you want to pick up a Ranger, usually you pick up a solid jungler or tank, whatever is open. But since the Grok and Gatot is banned, probably not that. And then you pick up Eve Ranger, Marsak Ranger. But I think the best one is definitely Eve Ranger.
Even a solid, what do you call it, solid mid lane is someone that can supplement damage, right? Supplement damage for the Ranger to start getting the Sky Piercer stacks. We've seen some pretty greedy approaches, you know, like 4.5 minutes Sky Piercer with the Fury Hammer. Has Gatot been what? I personally would feel like you want to leave Gatot open as an option, but then again, YSS Lancelot, they're still up on the table. We've seen the
Kimi
Yoda
defend.
as an answer to the Gatot, the Kimi banned out, so that's respect from Indonesia.
So it comes to what is going to be the first pick here. Because when it comes to the junglers, I kind of feel like for both, they're pretty flexible considering all three is still open. The Lancelot, the Haya, as well as the Iesf. So they go for the
Yuzong,
and considering that they themselves has batted out quite a lot, I think this is more of a deny here. I mean, like, I know Lunar can play, but I feel like it really is to deny Oran from picking that up.
You know what I like about a long series, like a best of 5, is the fact that you see the draft evolve in front of your eyes, right? Picks that usually don't get picked up often start coming up, right? Surprises start being brought too. The Lunox first pick is also something that we don't see often. We did talk about Kalea in game 1, and now it comes true for Widdy in game 2.
So now for Team Turkiye, I feel like this is where you pick up Eve, as well as the, if they do want a Granger to pick it up here. If not, pick up your Iesf, Lancelot, Hayabusa, whatever it is. But I think considering that they have a Kalea Lunox, I think Iesf is definitely the safest.
The Lancelot is not too bad as well. I think the big 3 assassins have their own iframes per se. Well, iframes for Iesf, CC immunity for Iesf, and iframes for both Lance and Haya. So I'm good. I'm good with it. I mean, it's one of Joe's favorite pick too, so you have to make a trade. And if you ever get Shadow killed on by Hayabusa, you can easily iframe out of that.
Yes.
True, like you said.
So now for Team Indonesia, if they don't pick up the Iesf or Haya, the chances of it getting banned is going to be pretty high. Because I feel like there's a lot of picks in the EXP.
Joy.
So they go for Joy, which is pretty weird because the heroes we were talking about in the previous game is coming out now.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's mostly
Xbox
for the Eve.
Yeah. There's another pick that I want to say they can consider, but I'm not really sure if it's the best. The Esmeralda as well is a decent answer to deal with the Eve. You can dive in with the Falling Star Moon, you can take Purify on top of that. It was a solution that kind of took Turkey down from credits to Cambodia earlier on. Ruby
defend
to take out some of the marksmen, the fighters, excuse me.
I feel like Team Turkey, they gotta ban out either the Esme or the Uranus. Because looking at the draft here coming in from Indonesia, it looks like they're setting that up.
I lost
the
defend guys.
And Kalea isn't really a front line. She can tank a bit, but not a lot. So I feel like Uranus is a pretty solid ban here. Yeah. Or Esme, either or.
There's Esme, Lapu. I'm surprised we haven't seen Arlet yet. Arlet nor the Hilda. Maybe Arlet. XP laners have Arlet is quite a weird role. I think Arlet is the only one that has a setup, but then it requires a lot of finesse.
I feel like Arlet is player specific.
Yes, like shout out to Kid, one of the best Arlet players we've seen in recent times.
And Sanford as well.
The Sanford? No, I'm sorry, Lord Sanford.
Yeah.
CC immune. Yeah. Uranus ban. So
Uranus.
does take the pressure off of Turkey just a little bit.
Uranus defend.
I think picking up Esme is gonna be okay here, if not the Lapu, either or.
Yep.
Like hide your goalie pick because the Lunox still flexible. Going mid, gold, you can keep on guessing. Picking up a EXP here should be solid. I don't know. I think those two are okay. Alice is on the table, but I feel like it doesn't suit their draft quite well.
I just want to say my bar is
Or
pretty,
Terizla.
the bar is pretty low right now. Just don't pick Obsidia. You failed 3 times of Obsidia. I don't think it's a good choice. More so against what Turkiye has. Yeah, we didn't
Hilda.
talk about the Hilda. I'm happy to see that it's going to be Hilda for Iran.
Jangan-jangan pakai Obsidia lagi sah.
So now Turkiye, what do they want to pick up for the gold lane here?
They could take
Hero nanggung guys.
something that wants to win lane. I still think Ranger is not bad, but this could set up for Claude for Kabuki.
Yeah.
Remember, I mean, there's a Iesf, Yuzong Lancelot line. Claude's not too bad against it, and you get to see what Turkiye rounds up their draft with too.
Mending Granger gak sih?
Same with the roamer. Do they want to go for the Franco again? I mean, they're going up against Joy. Might not be the worst of items.
You can. It's harder, but you can.
Moskov.
Oh, Moskov for Sigiboom. Okay. Even for Indonesia, I don't mind if they go for Granger. Right, like Granger, Claude. The Akai comes out. That's the Akai roam for Apex 47.
Manusia Akai.
Some good displacement. Not the best hero to grab with the Tsunami Slam. You can just heavy spin out of that.
Yep.
And makes the life of Joy very tough.
I feel like this is just the anti-engage tool because anti-synergistic a bit in case you push people away
Granger.
from the eat all.
Nice.
Looks like Indonesia they're
Enak
closing
sih guys.
things out with the
Lawan
Granger.
Moskov.
So I would say this is one of the more standard drafts that Indonesia has
Bisa
shown
solo-solo
for
kill
today.
juga di
And
awal.
Team Turkey just showing up a little bit here with the Moskov as well as the Akai. A lot of crowd control, funny enough, coming in from Turkey as they're finishing up their draft.
We did say that game 1 the damage profile isn't exactly the best, the most from Indonesia. Game 2 they're like, let's bring out the flavor, let's bring out the Indonesian spices. Damage on everyone.
Yep.
Even Kalea can do damage.
And speaking of Kalea, Kalea is going to be clutcher because you're going to be the one feeding the kills over to the Lunox as well as the Granger.
Yeah.
So if Witty wants the team to do well, he himself has to do well.
Yep. As I think
Halo guys,
what
satu
Jack
sama ya.
likes to say, put the fries in the bag, Kalea puts the kills in your hands. Please at least give me 5 out of 10 for that.
No, 5, nah.
Not 5 out of 10?
Not 5, no.
Alright, I'll try better. I'll try harder next time.
If you give me fries, I'll give you a 2 at most.
2?
Hey, I'm not Gen Alpha, but this is the second game in this best of 5. Team Turkey going up against Team Indonesia. Turkey is up by 1 point. Team Indonesia, this is their game to bounce back.
They have a chance to equalize the scoreboard and give everyone a longer series to look forward to, but I have confidence in that to happen. Both jumpers starting on the purple buff side, pathing towards Little Wanderer. Bottom lane, Apex 47, slightly late to the party, but not a problem there. Winnie will look for Rosa, but chucking him away, but Yeski already flickered out of safety, and Tianzi now has a good angle to punish. Thankfully, Winnie will escape. There's 2 flickers.
Nice, dapat Joya guys.
He got cheesed by Lunar, so 3 flickers suspended on Indonesia side.
Yep. Good on TNZ, actually puncturing towards the turret, understanding that the advanced basic coming in from Whitney will actually put himself in a very bad spot here. And unfortunately, Rosa, I was hoping that he would freeze the wave a little bit more, but looks like he's shoving it in. I hope he freezes it, making it so that Ezekiel as well as Whitney is denied of level 4 for the first turtle.
And Winnie just tops both him and Yeski back up, so all that damage Rosa did was undone. But we see the power of the Iesf even without items in early level. It does hurt. And Tianzi helps out Sigiboom in the bottom lane. Kabuki will have to be a lot more careful with his approach. Should be able to claim the minion wave as Sigiboom didn't net out too early. Kabuki doesn't really lose anything.
Something to notice here. Looks like Rosa has not been freezing the wave.
Turtle
at
pertama.
all. Really taking a bit of damage. Joe gets onto Rosa. Rosa should hit level 4 here. So for Team Turkey, even without the heavy spin, this should be strong enough for them to contest for the turtle and maybe, you know, kill Iran as well.
Luna did get the XP crab earlier on, that's why it's slightly ahead in experience. Black Dragon form is available. Indonesia first to the turtle, Apex 47, despite not having the ult, would be able to hold that objective in place, allowing Rosa Rosa to not only shove out the wave with Sticky Boom, but also make sure the Kabuki doesn't want to be there. Iran is able to force TNZ out of contention. Indonesia should get this objective without contest.
And that's the scary thing.
Lihat, beda.
Looks like
Free,
Turkiye was
guys.
able to dodge the SOP,
Oh,
so no kills.
free turtle, guys.
So for
Kenapa?
Indonesia, looks like they want to threaten Lunar a little bit. So we see some skirmishes here and there, but so far free trade for Indonesia.
With the first Tsunami Slam, Apex 47 right out with the heavy spin. Good response from Turkiye, and ultimate 4-0.
Yep, trying to make sure that this Kalia doesn't get a lot of value, at least here in the early game. And Rosa is just trying to jump down Indonesia here bit by bit. Ezekiel's gonna have a bit of a tough time here. It's like gonna lose a bit of
Dia
maintenance,
belum
but
mandi dia.
the goal difference is only about 500. So neither team is gonna suffer for the first few phases of the game.
Indonesia bringing calling Iran in for reinforcements too. They really want to shove that mid out. They will be the first on the game priority. Thing is, they don't really get to move that much. Even by clearing out the mid first, when they find Rosa an instant flicker out, Rosa has to be a lot more careful in face checking these bushes with Kalea sitting in it.
Right now, neither gangs coming in from both teams, really trying to make it to a 1v1 everywhere, and then we figure out how we're gonna contest for the objectives later on. Trying to see here, I feel like it's on Indonesia, honestly, to start off the fight quite early, because is it really just because of that Kai that they're hesitant here, thinking like, we could go for it, but what if Apex 47 just pins it?
Yeah, it's one way to look at it. They've attempted it once, right? But Apex 47 just presses heavy spin, not only escapes but also knocks everyone else away. So not the target that you want to go for. Sigibum is hard because he has Purify and it's a Moskov. TNZ is also hard to catch. If Luna is in a Black Dragon form, there's no way you can grab him out of the air. A lot of things that Indonesia needs to consider. We're gonna slow up here. Lunar though. Queued up with a star residue. Joe petrify Lunar! What an outplay underneath the tier 1.
He wants to go for it. It's not really a good choice. He gives over the first blood to Joe.
Just caught an outplay and he outplayed himself. Unfortunate for
Yalah,
Lunar.
free turtle ini guys. Turtle kedua.
Should have just taken the way out.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call that a capture curse, because he should have survived. He 100% should have survived.
That was a clear human error.
Okay.
Joe finds the second turtle for his team.
Tanpa retry.
I think Team Turkiye, they're not that worried. Conceal being used by Apex 47, being revealed by Ezekiel. Looks like he was trying to make a play, but denied. Team Turkiye might be okay here, because going in the previous game, as long as they wait long enough, Rosa gets maybe 2 or 3 items, they can start to make work. And we've seen here in WEC, Eve is honestly the true character, right? It's not the marksman anymore. Give Eve 3 items, and then all of a sudden, it feels like she's just conquering the world.
She long range, crowd control, good peel, has shield.
You don't see the damage, you just feel it.
Eventually, when you start feeling it, it's too late.
Yeah.
The purple buff was secured by Joe, right? I don't think TNZ got it. Yeah, so Joe was able to get his purple buff. They got Tsunami Slam, heavy spin now again. Another 2 ultimates traded.
Glowing.
One from each side of the Roman row.
Yeah, this is a genius pick coming in from Coach Battlesav, Apex 47, using this
Nyunjung pakai
does
Hunter
make it
Strike
very
guys.
awkward for Team Indonesia to be like, we want to fight, but how? Like, how, bro?
This panda is quite a problem.
Can someone else push out the heavy spin so that Winnie can get a catch here? Speaking of which, Apex 47 taking quite a bit of damage, and Rosa trying to push around away. Looking at the items here, the glowing one is there. Indonesia should feel comfortable until the Wishing Lantern is built. Look at this Team Indonesia gets the mid turret purely off of macro. I can't believe I'm watching an Indonesian game almost 7 minutes in, and there's only 1 kill and not a lot of attempts from both sides.
Why is there a Hunter Strike on Lunar? Why isn't it a War Axe? And also, that Black Dragon form is the second Black Dragon form wasted. There was no signs of connection from the rest of Turkiye, and the turtle is coming up. This should be a no contest unless Apex 47 can somehow pull off a great heavy spin.
Yeah, I feel like Team Turkiye should try to win out something here.
He's not even thinking about the War Axe. This is
a build of Yuzong from a while back.
Yeah.
Have enough spell vamp coming in from the 5 Fighter Emblem, but it has been changed a little bit. Less percentage. So hold on, we got to look at the fight here.
Apex 47, good heavy spin, allowing them to get the turnover. Lunar sacrifice this time. The second kill for Indonesia. Both devs have been on the Wuzong, but it does give Singapore space to secure this bottom tier 1. Kabuki with the Malefic Roar now done.
Honestly, for Team Indonesia, they have the lead here, but I don't know. I feel like they should not feel comfortable on this one. TNZ able to escape, no problem. We gotta see how Lunar will be piloting his Wuzong, because again, this Counter-Strike build is quite old, and I don't know if it's relevant after the changes in the Fighter Emblem. Looking at the damage here as well, 6.7 for Lunar. Looks like he hasn't been participating a lot in the game.
Yikes.
I think TNZ got it.
I think so.
I'm
But
colorblind.
even more, all the more reason to go for War X, no?
No, honestly, like
survivability.
Considering the draft that they have, I wouldn't even mind if he just goes full tank, right? Because the Akai is tanky, but he's not a frontline, right? He wants to wait for things to happen, and then goes in and saves someone.
I do feel like full tank might be a bit too much, because then you can't really threaten the backline. Apex on the run, they're going on the hunt for the Panda. Apex is out. And this is the most macro-centric game we've seen in a while.
Indonesia really doesn't want to make a mistake.
With Indonesia in the lob, that's
Yeah.
that's the amusing
Like
part.
context is important. Right?
Yes.
You got to consider the environment that both teams have been brought up by.
Brought up by.
I mean, I don't know how to finish that sentence again.
Domestically,
I got environment in my head, and then that's it.
domestically Indonesia brawls a lot, right? So to see the control and composure is good. Another heavy spin disengage.
Right. So another few seconds of
Nice, dapat purple block guys.
getting that holy crystal.
Wow, this is a pretty quiet game. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Makes it even more tense. TNZ now is gonna try and see if he can get the purple buff elsewhere. And he can. This is a very awkward position.
12, 13.
I mean,
Bisa sih adu retri guys.
I'm not sure what TNZ gonna do. The petrify is here though. They get Kabuki.
Kabukinya mati lagi.
Doesn't have the grab. Couldn't find TNZ and Joe.
Dapat lanjut, dapat lanjut. Nice.
Not enough. So the
Ayolah,
only
reload.
for the jungler.
and all the while, Sigibum was just like, hey, don't mind me. I'm getting the turrets. I'm getting some farm. So you guys have fun. You know.
Yep.
Have some tea. Have some chocolate.
That tower looks pretty nice.
Yeah. I mean, like, yes, it's not great that your jungler died, but I think
Nggak mau lord guys.
Team and Turkey getting a kill and getting a turret, because again, this is more macro husky. Like, this is where you get to appreciate the sound effects of Mlbb.
Oh yes.
You hear the boy play.
My favorite sound effect right now.
Feels, this is a game where you can highlight the music.
I'm just sad that we get to see basic skins of structures on the map and not the Naruto collab. Apex 47.
Nice.
Valiant effort, but without the jungler there, there really wasn't much that he could do. So Kabuki picks up that kill, and the Lord for Indonesia, Radiant Armor now on for a run.
Nggak connect antara Akai tadi sama Lancelot ya guys.
That's how the game really has been progressing so far. Turkiye is just waiting for Sigibum to get his items, which I feel like should be 4 items with the Malefic Gun as well. After the Malefic Gun, I think that's where they will really start to go, ham. Trojan Scythe, Golden Staff, as well as the Demon and Sword. So just waiting for that Malefic Gun, and then you try to go for a fight while avoiding Joe, because Joe now has quite a lot of damage. Genius 1 Holy Crystal into a Divine Glaive. Really doesn't matter who he finds. Lunar,
Itu Moskop udah
Apex
sakit
47,
tuh.
even if he pushes Joe away, small immune to CC, Joe will be able to kill Akai as well.
Yeah, and eventually he will transition into a Winter Crown. So something to take note of. Lunar has had some impacts, some whoopsies, but good impact too on the jump on the Kabuki with TNZ earlier on. So looking forward to more of that, because he's going to be an integral piece to Turkey winning the later team fights. Kabuki is going to BOD too, or get taken care of. So I mean, on hindsight, it looked good, but in the overall grand scheme of things, Turkey really didn't lose much.
Yeah, RWM already used Weedy, catches Apex 47, but everything is honestly
Lunar, he's here with the Black Dragon. Weedy is out, got to escort Kabuki to safety and Iran. also runs away, so Turkey not looking to commit. They're still the petrified. Joe needs to be careful. He's getting knocked out. Joe full commit to that. What? Able to get out in time.
Tuh, jauhnya
Also
guys.
not able to get the point blast damage off Joe. Barely escapes death. SOD goes
Ya, kena
wide
ya.
right in between them.
You can hear the crowd gasp that one. It's like,
Oh my god, Joe.
no, honestly, because
That looked pretty dangerous.
if the SOD hits, then we can finally have a fight.
Honestly, if Lunar hits a petrified after that,
Yeah.
Joe would have 100% went down.
Hey, it's okay. There's more games of Mlbb here. Indonesia hasn't extended their lead yet. Only about 3,000. TNZ now having the brute force as well. So whenever he does go in for a fight, a little bit more forgiving, able to get out of there.
That was a net neutral Lord take at
Yes.
most. They still end up losing the bottom tier 2.
They both gained something out of it.
I say Turkey actually got more because they got the bot tier 2. Despite Indonesia trying to rotate there, but they couldn't stop the catapult in time. We also haven't been able to see the full damage profile for Iesf. Because haven't really seen big team fights. It was short and snappy and a quick disengage from both sides. Sigibun with Monolithic Gun, extra range to take on Indonesia, which is actually very much needed, right? Because
Yes.
not many of them
Satu
can reach
item lagi tuh
Sigibun.
Moskop.
I'd say that none of them can reach Sigibun.
Dia udah beli Mlbb.
So now that they have it, now
Paling
again, the
tinggal
time to
one.
fight. The Lord is here
Atau Rose Gold.
at 40 minutes. This is where we start to see the Moscow get scary. Speaking of which, it looks like the Kalia has built. Oh, hold on.
Oh, he knows.
I feel like us being quiet is like, wait, hold on. But either ways, he knows, and he's just like, do we fully commit?
Who flinches?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Okay, that was a bust.
Okay.
Iya, Mbak.
It's like David Attenborough, National Geographic. Now we are watching the predator waiting for the prey.
Moskov in his natural light, in a lane, waiting for the Lord to be started.
Kalea waiting in the bush.
Afterwards,
Kita lihat Lord.
SOD coming in will turn things around. Speaking of which, Indonesia, everyone is here, all around the Lord. Iran looking for everyone. He sees Lunar. Apex 47 is still hidden.
lancenya
Nowhere close to the
ketahuan ya,
Lord,
guys.
And Indonesia will decide to reset it. All the while, Sigibun as a Moscow clearing the lane.
Tapi belum mau maksa Lord.
The way.
This is going to be a tug of war that Indonesia will struggle a bit because the wave clear from Turkey is slightly
Ranger pakai
He just got
one.
his Winds of Nature, so that will be a damage control. He gets jumped on by Lunar and TNZ. Wishing Lantern for
Kita lihat
Iesf.
Turki sudah mulai Lord,
Making the
guys.
decision to commit to the Lord. Here comes Joe, attempt to steal. They're gonna try and keep Joe
Aduh.
away. TNZ go to the retribution and Joe gets jumped on. They slay
Ah,
the
kacau, guys,
Lancelot,
kacau.
but they trade the jungler in return. Kabuki finds Lunar. 2-for-1 trade in favor of Indonesia, but they did lose the objective.
Yep. So, that's definitely better for Team Indonesia, considering the fact that Kabuki also got another stack on Skypiercer when it jumps in.
Gonna get a cash, and that is Rosa exploding Kabuki with the 30th Skypiercer stack. And he's starting to look scary. Sigibun does have the SOD, so if anything.
I wonder why Apex 47 was.
Wait, did they not?
He 100%.
Unbelievable. I cannot believe he got away.
No, okay, so first of all,
What?
I don't know what Apex 47 was trying to do.
I think the more impressive thing is that he
AK
actually got up.
Immortal.
Did they not see him?
They should have. Even if you don't,
Wasn't there a minion wave?
even if you don't see it, it's very natural for you to check the bush with your Rhapsody. You know what?
The long days are. That's where you see that endurance comes in, right?
Yes.
You do start to lose focus, and TNZ is about to lose his life.
Aduh.
But he gets out of it. Good puncture, resets. Apex comes in with the heavy spin. Witty holds the front again, and Apex overextends. That's his immortality and his life. Skill with the pickup. Lunar jumps on the Kabuki. Wisdom Nature is going to keep him safe for now. But can Lunar finish the kill? He needs it. Kabuki saved by the flask of the Oasis.
Nice.
And he is now on a mega kill streak. 4 dead of Turkiye and Indonesia.
Bisa sih guys di end.
Team Turkey making interesting choices here, going in one
Bisa
by one.
bisa cok. Hati-hati Moskopnya.
Yeah, but look at that. Catch a Sigibum. Sigibum is
He's gonna time for the wave.
He's the distraction.
Is It's a worthy sacrifice, right? Oh, I need the turret to get
Nice.
I can respect the idea. If he cleared the way.
Bahaya guys kalau tadi kecuri sama Moskop minionnya. Oke, acara ada iklan lagi. Ya ampun, ya ampun. Nggak bisa di skip lagi. Wah, iklan mahal nih.
Bantu turunkan kolesterol. Yuk cintai hidup sepenuh hati. Hemaviton Fit Omega 3
dan Hemaviton Cardio. Love your life.
By that time, it should be back up. So if Lunar wants to go in for a catch, it might be difficult for him to get a kill. Unless, call me crazy, Yeski. If they go all in, all together, as a team.
As a team, all right, as a team.
Crazy idea, right? But if we see them go 5v5,
Masih nggak bisa sih.
maybe they can get a kill.
I think so too. I mean, Iesf even bought Lightning Truncheon.
Yeah.
The brawl has awakened.
Ini lot harus dapat ya guys.
The brawl has awakened.
Ini udah menit 18.
I guess, yeah.
My England no hub good.
Yes, there you go. Looking at the itemization here, the Granger is basically built same as the Moskov. The mid laner is not yet, but they honestly just need 3 items and they're looking pretty good. The Lunar, yeah, at this point, I feel like I can respect first item on strike, and then go for Oracle. I get it, yeah. But maybe by this point,
I mean,
maybe a War Axe could really help you out.
Queen's Wings for both Lunar and TNC. We see the Pauldrons for Aran too, so that's not the target you want to go on. And Windy is starting to catch the necessary targets. By the way, Kabuki has 50 stacks now. So that's going to be dangerous. RWM forces out the brilliance.
Aduh, nggak
Like
dapat
Dragon
ya
Form,
selanjutnya.
they're
Aduh,
looking
lunoknya. Harannya mati. Dapat lunar. Aduh, lunoknya mati. Cok.
What a madman underneath the turret. A double kill for Kabuki. He is now 70 stacks on the Sky Piercer.
Yeah, Turkiye is making a pretty
Don't go there.
difficult decisions here.
Apex, that's the max stack for Sky Piercer. Kabuki, he's legendary. Can TNC get it? Turkey needs you now. The Turkish hero TNC unable to take this game under control. And Indonesia will march down mid. We have a best of 5 on our hands. Game 2 guaranteed by Indonesia. And they will equalize the scoreboard. It's 1-1.
After 20
Satu
minutes,
sama, guys.
Indonesia has come back going up against Team Turkiye.
Cukup berat ya guys ya.
Especially at 16 minutes above, that's where we really start to see the draft come online.
I gotta say that was a back burner game. And then put on the back burner for sure. Whoa, that was stressful. I mean, long, dragged out. But to answer the question of our earlier documentary of who flinched first, Turkiye flinched.
Yeah, Turkiye flinched first. And this is going to be testing the players as well, because if we have more of that length of a game, it was
Kita lanjut di game ketiga guys.
mental stamina, right? Because you're very